You wanna know what bugs me? Spider webs.
How dare you, insect? How dare you interrupt?
This is the bathroom. Now watch out, we got some bad roaches here.
Hey, you're on our turf, man. And man, I'll cut you up so bad. You gonna wish I don't cut you up so bad.
Those are bad roaches.
You wanna know what bugs me? Spider webs. But we have a weapon specifically for that. This is a Webster, kind of like a koosh ball on a stick. Each of these bristles has split ends to grab spider webs off your house and remove them. A Webster is a main tool in our arsenal when performing pest control. Some companies don't remove webs, and some even part it out a la carte. It's standard on all our premium pest control services we do. There are several purposes for using a Webster in your house. First, spiders build webs to catch food and other insects. If we remove that, then they have to work harder to survive, and this process hopefully comes into contact with something we put down to kill them. Number two, even if you love horror movies and haunted houses, you probably don't want your house covered in spider webs like the place is abandoned. It looks cleaner when they're removed. Also, when we come service your home, most of the time there's nothing for you to see to indicate that we were actually there. The liquid dries invisible, granules fall to the ground between the blades of grass, and the stations we use to house bait are locked up to keep everyone safe. What you can see is the absence of the massive spider webs preventing entry into your home. Years ago, I had a haunted house attraction that I serviced. They called me to come out once because of spider webs. Because I'm that guy, I couldn't resist asking them why they would pay me to remove spider webs inside a haunted house. Sounded like free decorations to me. They evidently didn't appreciate my observation and discontinued their account. Oh well, you win some and you lose some. Number three, we use the time removing webs from your home to do an inspection. This is where we find out what problems you have, potential future issues, and decide how to handle them. This inspection informs how we treat your home to best keep the pests away. So, as you can see, even though it seems to be such a small thing, spiderweb removal can be a huge part of a successful pest control service. After 20 years of doing this, I recently got several similar calls that were very odd. They were calling to complain that after 2 and 3 months, they had spiderwebs on the outside again. So, let's talk about reasonable expectations with spiderwebs and spiderweb removals. For starters, if you took a flashlight to any house on the planet, you would be appalled at how many cobwebs are in our homes. Proverbs 30:28 says, "The spider takes hold with her hands and is in kings' palaces." So whether you're in a shack or a mansion, you're gonna have spiders. Do you think your place is any different? A spider web is built by a spider. A cobweb is an abandoned spider web that's been there for months, and you never saw it until dust started sticking to it. Just because you have a bunch of cobwebs in your home does not mean you have a spider problem. You have cobwebs, not spiders. Spiders sometimes come inside and build webs, but when they don't catch anything, they abandon it for greener pastures. If you have a pest control service, the spider may get in, but it has to go through something we have put down to get there. It doesn't kill them instantly, so they might crawl around for a bit before croaking or even build a web before they die. When they die, it becomes a cobweb. Okay? We remove webs at your service and treat for spiders to reduce the numbers and keep them out of the house. The reality is that even with all of that, outside is their domain. There's a good chance they will build some webs outside the day after we come. Maybe they are in the process of dying. Maybe they crawled over to the house on that branch we've been begging you to cut back. Or maybe they parachuted in.
What?
Spiderlings, which are baby spiders,
Aww.
do a thing called ballooning, where they climb up high, stick their butt up in the air, and let a little silk out that catches the wind and carries them up to 100 miles away. Yes, chicken little spiders do fly, and now the sky is falling. So you can imagine a spiderling climbing to the top of that tree. I told you to cut back to reduce spiders, sticking its butt out and flying out. Since that tree is overhanging your house, like I already told you about, guess where it's likely to land and start life as a young spiderling? That's right, your roof. They're hungry after taking Spider Silk Airlines, so guess what they do? They build a web to catch the food, totally bypassing anything that we can do. So, they will build back. There's nothing you or I can do about it but treat and remove them. So to think that you will be spiderweb free until your next service, whether it's a monthly or a quarterly or till the end of time, is a hardcore pipe dream. I will say that there is a cumulative effect after multiple services. The number of spider webs diminishes, and I have on some occasions gotten to 0, but it's rare. Spiderweb removal is a perpetual need that we provide, but if you want more, we can do that. You can even remove them yourself weekly if you so desire. Spiders are beneficial and eat a lot of bugs that we really don't want around. I don't want to annihilate all of them. However, at the end of the day, the fight for control of your home from pests is a never-ending battle, one that we love to fight. So, you want to know what bugs me? Spiderwebs! But I love to knock them down.
Killing me, Smalls!
No actual spiders were harmed in the making of this video.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, for certain. There is no stopping them. The ants will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords. I'd like to remind them that as a trusted TV personality, it can be helpful in rounding up others to toil in their underground sugar cave.
So, I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.